Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 1. Last time, we defeated a boss far more easily than we were probably intended on. And we move forward here, and normally there's a bunch of demons here, which I already took out off screen. Don't go in that door quite yet. We have a couple of things to do first. First and foremost, let's go down and get this. This is the final door. Final treasure in the game. Save for, optional boss treasure, but we'll get to that in due time. Over here, we have the final segment address door. We have now completed the side quest. And we get a trauma plate. I can't remember what that does off the top of my head, but let's take a quick look here. I have a feeling it's going to be some kind of armor. Am I correct? Probably not. It is not an armor. What exactly are you then? Should be around here somewhere. Maybe? Ah, there. No. There it is. Prevents criticals. I can see where this would be useful. I honestly can, because like I was talking about in the previous episode, the enemy does have one attack that can do like 700 damage normal, and if it criticals, it's going to do about 1,000, and you're pretty much, unless you have Ziggy at full HP, you're probably getting game over. So I guess that can be useful there. Kind of wish I had it before the boss fight, but oh well, that's fine. It'll do. Anyway, let's show it off. We finally finished the segment file. All of them are done. And the ones that are glowing are pieces from the robot there, Erde Kaiser. Anyway, enough of that. It's the last one. They're going to respawn the enemies here, aren't they? Yes, they respawn the enemies. I don't want to fight them anymore. There's too many enemies. Alright, so the other thing to note is there is a door to the right here. Can I sneak in here? I can. There's a thing there that doesn't have anything to do with anything, even though it seems like it would be the lock. But if you go back here, you get access to heading back. And of course, we've been here before. So that's our way out of here if and when we decide to do so, and we will, because there's optional stuff yet to do. Now, let's jump past him. Okay, and with that battle done and over with, I did forget something. I should have done this earlier, because pretty much obvious that I'm going to forget something if there's something to forget. No. Alright, enough of that battle. This does lead to a little bit of talking, so we should probably take a look at this. All observable space, huh? Well, that thing right in the middle that doesn't have any stars in there. What's there? Yeah, apparently. Lost Jerusalem. We've only heard little bits about it. We know it was our homeland in the distant past. It's basically our representation of Earth. Nobody knows its location anymore. It could be in that pitch black spot there. And apparently government's been working on trying to find it. Several 100 million light years across. Oh boy. Well, that's not even half across. Jeez. Well, that seems like a lot of fun. Guess that's why we haven't found it yet. It's kind of lost in the ether at this point. Now we can go forward. Almost forgot to do some stuff. I don't think that does anything. This is just an empty hallway. Can I go through the door? Thank you. And new enemies. You can't go down these stairs because they're broken. Let's see how these guys fare.
I'm gonna do my best.
These guys are not a lot of fun. Same attacks you would expect. With Junior, you want to go with Angelic Requiem over Mystic Nocturne. Everyone else just does what you would expect them to do. They're kind of weird in terms of how you tend to damage them. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. They do have a decent amount of HP, and I'd say pay attention to them and then remember it for the end of the second game, but you won't, and I didn't, and yeah, we'll get there later. Yeah. Ziggy is not really all that great for pretty much the rest of the game. He hasn't been great for quite some time. Unfortunately, Ziggy gets the short end, the short end of the stick in a lot of respects in this game. He's too slow. His damage just isn't up to par. Pretty much everyone can outdo him if, they're equipped properly. And even if you equip Ziggy in a way that kind of makes the best use of his skills, he's still not all that great. Okay, I was hoping to get a turn in, but I guess with your constant casting of Quick, not gonna happen. Okay. And no one else. Screw you, you're dead. I'm not waiting around trying to kill you on the turn when I can't get anyone else with boost. Pain in the ass. Oh well. There's not a whole lot to them. I think these guys are weaker against physical than they are against ether. There's also... Is it these? No, these ones are stronger against ether, sorry. There's 2 more new enemies that we barely get to fight. Okay, skip over that door for a little while. Too many battles. Okay. Go down here, we have access to the elevator. I will be coming there off screen because there's a bunch of enemies that I'm probably going to have to fight along the way. But first, here's the door. This door just leads to a rather interesting cutscene. And also, pretty much silence, except the slight heartbeat. Which, if you read what they just said, this is where Momo was born, I guess kind of makes sense.
Momo. Mommy never told me what this facility actually was responsible for during the Miltian conflict. But I think I know. When I was born, Daddy died. If that vision was true, and what happened afterwards was...
The arrival
like
of the
Mommy said.
Gnosis.
This is an abominable machine. A lot of people died because of my birth. Does that mean I'm an abomination as well? Just like Daddy? Momo. No!
No parent could ever say that.
Shion?
Even though you're a Realian, you're still their child, right? No parent would ever think of their own child as abominations. Surely, there can't be any.
Yeah, not much I can say on that one. Just a lot of poor Momo. Anyway, I'm going to clear out the enemies along the way, and I will see you down about a flight of stairs. Okay, we're back. Now let's take this elevator and head down. Down to a room you'll probably see more than once. Not because it's particularly special or it has like a training point in it. What it does have, though, is the final save point in the game. Yes, we've come this far. Now, I am going to save here, and I'm also going to head down through the little gauntlet that they have prepared for us on the other side. I believe you can get back, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, I will show it off now, since it's a good time to do so, and then if we can jump back up, I will. If not, I'll reload this file, and then we'll go do the 2 optional bosses before coming back to take out the final boss. Okay, let's go. there is kind of a strange little gauntlet here, and it reminds me of another game. Here's an elevator. It's a rather large elevator in a rather strange dungeon of evil that can fly. And on this strange elevator, you will notice that, well, things aren't just a simple ride down. Yeah, this reminds me of Chrono Trigger. You fight a whole bunch of these guys on the way down. I'm not sure if you can hide in the corner and avoid them. I'm going to show off a couple of the fights, not all of them, because they take forever, and I'm going to employ fast forward, because there's a bunch of new enemies to show off. Well, 2, but it just takes forever to get through these fights without it. And this is pretty much what I don't know if you're expected to, just want to run through the game. But, there's a lot of really great battle systems that just take a long time to get through. And for whatever reason, a lot of the ones that take forever to get through are actually really well thought out battle systems. They just, after you've done them enough times, you kind of get bored with that process. Let's go. Ziggy should be able to finish him off here. There we go. We know the first rule of survival, Ziggy. You've been telling us all game long. And now you can hear how weird the music in this area sounds. Sped up on fast forward. Now, in the back, we have... I'm not going to pronounce that because I can't. What that guy does is he heals both himself and the party. Now, that may seem rather strange or just, basically helpful for the player more than anything else. But there's actually a devastating effect that can serve. And we'll get into that when we fight the next of the enemies in here because, well, we'll see at that point. But yeah, you'd use your typical attacks against this guy. It's weaker against Angelic Requiem than Mystic Nocturne, and doesn't take a huge amount of damage from Arctic Blast either, so you may want to try Lunar Seal. I didn't test that, but guard. Let's see if we can end all of them in one go here. There we go. ×2. Yeah, they give you a bunch of points on the way down. These guys, the new ones, that one that started with B, and this one, the other one, they, well, they can drop tech upgrades and ether upgrades, and the RMOs enemies we've been fighting for a little while now, they can drop skill upgrades, and they're all upgrade S's, so they only give you 50 points. It's not really worth it. But, anyway. This guy likes to counter boost. This guy... Oops, I meant to hit circle, not that. Oh well. This guy can impart you on a rather unique status effect that was... I believe this came out first, so... Technically, that status effect would have later been stolen by Square. Do some Angelic Requiem. He loves to counter boost this guy. This might not be the best idea, but I want to kill it. Ow. He's got a lot of HP. And I need to heal. Yay, healing. The guide I'm following for this game is kind of funny. Because it's like, here, try and get to this level, and I'll be a couple levels higher than that. And then have this thing that I don't even have at a few levels higher because you just can't get it yet. It just, there's so many aspects of it that are just kind of confusing and don't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, that one can run away, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure why. This last fight I will also show because it shows off kind of the combined efforts of those two new enemies. As you see, we fight them all here. Now, this is the fight that I know, or at least in my testing, the middle guy used the status effect that makes the other two useful. Let's see if we can get him to use it here. HP Reverse. Yes, the reverse status effect from Final Fantasy 12 and who knows what other Final Fantasy games beyond that. Is it in 13? I can't even remember. It's not like anyone paid attention to what happened in 13 because the entire game plays itself for you, and it still manages to be hard. It's ridiculous. Ah, whatever. I'll rant about 13 another time. Yeah, Executioner not great here, but yeah, he uses HP Reverse. He already has that second on, and then this guy can heal his allies. He can also heal the enemy, or us, meaning that he can use heal and either heal our HP or deal damage in the case of Ziggy. No damage for you, thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much the last ending of the game and what they offer you. Well, let's see if we can get some points. Hellfire! Does a decent amount of damage. I wonder... Yeah, everyone's got double buster, so I should be able to finish them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need the extra one, though. I have a feeling that it can... reverse can be, healed or cured with a cure-all, just like you would expect. Alright. There we've reached the bottom, and I believe... Yes, I can just go right back up. Perfect. So I actually get credit for all the points that I'm going to get around here. Basically, there's one more room, well, two more rooms before the end. This one contains a bunch of enemies, which I'll be fighting off screen. I think there's 4 of them. You can actually run right past them. They're not all that bright, these ones. But, yeah, I'll fight them on the way back. But the thing is, if you go up here, the music ends. I love when games do this. It's like, okay, the final save point is around here, and then after a little while, it's like, oh, the music stopped. The final boss is through here, isn't he? Turn back, go save again, just because you're paranoid, or at least I am. Anyway, I'm going to take out all those other guys in the room back here. I'm going to make my way out, go back to the Elsa, and from there I will be heading back to a couple of places, namely the Durandal and the Kukai Foundation, to fight the extra bosses that are available in this game. Meld Gareth and Din Gareth we've already fought. There are 2 more, and they kind of revolve around Junior and Momo. It's kind of odd, but anyway. Next time we will start in one of those places, and we will be prepped up and ready to go. I may do a little bit of extra level grinding, not really for levels, more for skills. I'd like to get everybody up to 500 points so we can extract shield armor, which I don't have here right now. Preferably, how many points was that? Preferably, I'd also like to get another, I think it's 300 to get the Commander's Crest for everyone. That would be nice. I'm not going to worry about it. I know there's something that increases the amount of skill points you get. I think you don't get that until fighting one of these optional bosses. But anyway, I will get all that stuff done off screen, just so you know, that's what everyone has for their skills for everyone. And then I just have the scope set as an item for an equiption, because I can get better results by making use of the skills I've extracted than I can with the actual items that I have, which is why extracting skills is just so important in this game. Anyway, like I said, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.